Hi guys, thanks for tuning in today. Today we're going to be looking at a topic as fractions to percentages. We've had a look at this the other day, but I want us to go through just a typical example of where we might use a fraction required to be converted into a percentage. And I sort of thought of if you were at a restaurant, let's say for example you were at a restaurant and you had a total amount of guests, total amount of 8 guests that are eating food at this restaurant, but there happens to be 3 people, or 3 of those guests, 3 of those 8 guests that are actually going to be paying the bill, and we want to know what percentage of those that are eating are actually going to pay the bill. And as we spoke the other time, when we talk about percentage, I like to underline the word cent, because I think of century, but then I also think of 100. So when we're talking about percentage, we're always talking about expressing a fraction, or in this instance 3/8, as a fraction of 100. Okay, so let's begin by saying, like I always like to do, is we've got the numerator, we've got the denominator, and we've got the fraction bar. Okay, let's have a look. So 3/8, so 8 of the guests into 3 individuals paying. And remember, we said 3 is the same as saying 3.0, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep making them 0, 3.0000, just to make it simpler. As we know, it means the same, it means 3. Okay, let's go through this. 8 into 3 goes 0 times, and remember, we're always placing the decimal place point up the top. 8 into 30, because this is now, we now look at that as 30. 8 into 30, so 8 ones are 8, 8 twos are 16, 8 threes are 24, 8 fours are 32. So 8 threes, 24. So we've got 3. Okay, 3 times 8 is 3 times 8 is 24. 0.3 times 8 is 2.4. So 3 take away 0.4 is 0.6. Okay. Then we're going to bring the 0 down. Becomes 0 in there. 8 into 60. 8 fours are 32. 8 fives are 40. 6 eights are 48. 7 eights are 56. 8 eights are 64. So we've gone past. So 7 eights are 56. Okay. So 7 eights are 56. So 7 goes up there. 7 times 8 is 56. So let's write 0.56 in there. And then this becomes a 4, 0.0. Let's bring the next 0 down. Becomes 0 there. Now, how many 8s go into 40? Now, 8 into 40, 8 fives are 40. Okay. 8 times 5 is 40. 8 into 40 goes 5 times. 8 fives are 40. 0.0. Take away, remove that. Okay, sorry, that take away that is 0. And as we know, when that's 0, that is our answer. 0.375 is in fact the decimal. 3/8 is the fraction. 3/8 is the same as saying, so 3/8 is equal to 0.375. But as I said, I want us to work out what percentage of those are actually going to pay this bill. So we've got 0.375 times 100. So the other way of looking at it, if you want, is that when you have got a small number, which is what this is, times a larger number, it's going to end up a larger number, which means the decimal point is going to go to the right. Just in reverse, if you like, if we were going to say 0.375 divided by 100, that means the number is going to get smaller. So the decimal point will go to the left. Just a bit of knowledge there for you, which we'll go through on another exercise, but I just thought I'd mention it to you while we're here. So let's go through this. Let's cross out this first zero. When we cross out this zero, this decimal point will now go in there. So it's now there, and I like to remove that decimal point. That way we don't forget it. And then we're going to cross this zero, and then we're going to move that decimal point in there. And again, I like to remove that so that we just don't forget it and we know where we are. So that means that 0.375 times 100 is in fact 37.5% of guests are going to pay this bill. I hope that makes it a little bit more clearer in terms of providing you with a relevant example of something that you might get on a test. Okay, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you again next time. Bye guys.